Japanese walking technique demonstration in rural Japan. That's what I'm going to share with you today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya, a 63-year-old biohacker based on Japanese natural health and the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. So as you can see, I've moved to a room upstairs. This is my usual study, but during the summertime, this room upstairs get very hot. So that's why I moved to the room downstairs. But now it is slightly cooler, so I moved back to the regular study. So today I'll show you how to practice IWT, which is interval walking training. So please enjoy the video. All right, so I'll show you how to do the Japanese walking technique called IWT, interval walking training. So first you want to do some dynamic stretching. We always do that in Japan before doing any kind of exercise. This is Japanese protocol. Okay, and then first I'm gonna do the slow walking. Now, some people do fast walking first, then switch to slow walking, but I think it is better to start from the slow walking so that it becomes your warm-up as well. And then that was the way it was introduced in the NHK World program. So they did slow walking first, and then after they did this fast walking. And I think it is better because the slow walking, the initial slow walking becomes your warm-up too. So first I'm going to start with the slow walking for 3 minutes. That means I'm going to set a timer. So I have, so setting a timer for 3 minutes and then start like that. Then start walking. So it is a slow walking, so I just walk kind of normally. They say about 40% of your heart rate max, which is slightly lower than zone 1 level. So that means you can kind of walk quite slowly because I think, I don't know, regular walking is more like sort of zone 1, which is slightly higher than 40%. I think zone 1 is somewhere around 50%. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think it was a little higher than 40%. But anyway, that's what you do during your slow walking phase. And then slow walking, you just really enjoy the scenery. You enjoy the scenery and you kind of, you can do a kind of mindfulness. You just think whatever you want to think about, and there's no restriction. It's very easy, comfortable walk. So you just enjoy your walk just like a regular strolling. see that green field? That's a soybean field. So usually there are a lot of rice field, but sometimes you find soybean field and other crops growing in the Japanese countryside. By the way, it is a rice harvesting season now, so as you can see, some rice field has rice still planted, but other rice field, the rice has already been harvested. Like the next rice field here, the rice is already harvested. I think you'll see it in a minute. See? The rice has already been harvested here. Okay, 3 minutes is up, and then so I'm gonna start the timer again, and then now the fast walking. So fast walking, you walk, your slide is wider than before, and then you basically swing your arms widely and then open the chest, open your chest, and then yeah, it is like 70% of your maximum heart rate, which is the end of your zone 2. So it's supposed to be, I thought it was kind of about the same as zone 2, but it's the kind of the end of the zone 2, so it's a pretty fast pace. It's probably the same as jogging pace. So basically you try to walk as fast as you can, depending on your physical strength, of course. I mean, some of you, if you walk as fast as you can, maybe it becomes 80% of your maximum heart rate. So just maintain 70%, but roughly the same as zone 2. So the pace that it becomes kind of difficult to hold a conversation, but you still can, but it just becomes difficult. You'd rather not to talk. That's the zone 2 level. See, harvest is happening. Okay, I'll share with you the steps of IWT one more time. So first, you do slow walking for 3 minutes. Then you switch to fast walking for 3 minutes. Basically, you repeat this process 5 times. So there are 5 sets altogether, which means 30 minutes. And then it is recommended that you practice this exercise 4 days a week. Okay, another 3 minutes is over, so I'm gonna stop the timer and then switch to slow walking and then start the timer again. Right, so now it's slow walking, about 40% of your maximum heart rate. So I said it is a good idea to practice Shion Kansha meditation during the slow walking phase, possibly at the second set or the third set, because you just came out of your fast walking. So it is true, I feel more relaxed in some way the first set was more like a warm-up, so it was a little too sudden to start doing your Shinyon Kansha meditation. But I think the second set is quite a good idea because, you kind of get used to the rhythm of IWT and you have more space in your mind to do something different, and then you're more relaxed. You feel this kind of a release of tension from your fast walking. But now, because I'm talking about some other thing, so I'm gonna do the Shinyon Kansha meditation at the third set. So the next slow walking, I will practice Shinyon Kansha meditation. For the details about Shinyon Kansha meditation, please watch my video which I shared with you about 2 or 3 videos ago within this Japanese walking series. It's called Japanese Meditation while Japanese Walking, Ultimate Longevity Secret. It's a great idea to do it while you are doing walking, because if you are choosing walking as your exercise, one of the benefits of choosing walking is so that you can practice your meditation. Other exercise such as jogging is slightly higher intensity to practice meditation, so you want to incorporate meditation with walking. You can say I'm walking faster than the other guy, but I'm deliberately walking faster to pass him so that you won't hear me speaking to the camera in English. But you can walk much more slowly. Okay, another 3 minutes is over, so stop the timer and then start again. So the fast walking again, fast walking. For those of you who just found this video today, this is the Ikigai diet channel, which is about how to increase health span for people over 50 or 60. I usually cover things like diet, exercise, mindset, and anything else that is related to increasing your health span. So if you are over 50 or 60 and interested in health span extension, please subscribe to this channel. I appreciate if you subscribe it very much. My Shinyon Kansha meditation is coming up soon, so don't go away. So in the third set, which is the next one, I'll share with you how I practice Shinyon Kansha meditation during the slow walking phase of this IWT. So please stay tuned. Okay, 3 minutes is over now. So I'm gonna do the slow walking. So it's gonna be the third set. No, it's gonna be the fourth set, I think. Well, never mind. Okay, I'll start the slow walking. Right. So those of you who don't know, Shin-on Kansha meditation, basically it is a gratitude meditation. So you give gratitude. So you thank for all the grateful things happening in your life at the moment. You know, something you feel happy about now happening. You basically appreciate God for manifesting that positive reality in your life. Like for example, in my case, I live in the countryside, and that was my dream before. I wanted to live in the countryside. Now I live in the countryside, so I appreciate the fact that I live in the countryside and I get to, walk in this beautiful environment, or I get to go jogging in this beautiful environment. So I appreciate that. And then I appreciate about my house, because I live in a house with a garden, with a vegetable garden, and the house is a country house. It's a kominka, which means the traditional Japanese house. So it's a very old house. It's a 100-year-old house, which is very old in Japan. And in Japan, many people want to move to the countryside, and many people want to live in kominka. So I live in kominka, which is a dream of many other people. So I appreciate the fact that I do live in kominka. And then, so I'm a writer, I'm a published author, and so I appreciate the fact that I have published some books. The first one is called Tenjo no Symphony, which is a spiritual adventure novel. I published it from Kodansha, which is one of the most prestigious publishers in Japan. And to just publish a book from any publisher was my dream. So to be able to publish a book means my dream came true, but especially I could publish the book from Kodansha. Yeah, I was more than happy. So I want to appreciate the fact that I did publish my book. And also the second novel series called Hyakusho Revolution series. There are 3 books actually. And then one of them, all of them became very popular, but one of them became the number one bestseller book in the social fiction section on Amazon. So I'm very happy about that, and I appreciate all those people who supported me. Oh yeah, then 3 minutes is over. So that is how long it is, the 3 minutes. So you need to organize your thought, otherwise you cannot finish your gratitude. Yeah, I usually do more. Talking about a few or 3 other things, but today, because I was talking to the camera, it took me longer than usual. Alright, so the next set, it's gonna be fast walking, right? Okay, so start again, the fast walking. God, I forgot the set. How many sets did I do already? Is it the 3rd set? It must be the 4th set. It could be the 4th set or the 5th set, but I can't remember. Because I said I was going to do the Shin-on Kansha meditation during the 3rd set, the slow walking of the 3rd set, which means, that means this is the fast walking, so it still should be the 3rd set, the end of the 3rd set, right? So that means I've got 2 more sets to go. the continuation of the Shinyon Kansha meditation is coming up, the next slow walking phase. And also, at the end of the walk, I'll give you the review of the 30-minute session of interval walking training, what I thought of it. So please stay tuned until the end. Alright, 3 minutes is over. I'm gonna switch my hands because I'm carrying this video camera. My right hand is getting tired, so switch to the left hand, and then I'm gonna start the timer. So it's gonna be the fourth set. Yeah, fourth set. No. It was the first walking, the fourth set. So I'm gonna do the slow walking of the fourth set. Right. So slow walking, yeah. Maybe I can continue the Shinyon Kansha meditation, the part that I missed in the last set. So then I talk about, so you can talk about anything that you feel grateful for happening in your life, even like small things too. But I usually, start from those like bigger events. And next one is in English. So to be able to speak English was my dream a long time ago when I was in Australia, and then now I'm able to speak English, and I'm making lots of videos in English, and I've written many books, and I've written some books in English and so on. So I appreciate the fact that I am able to use my English, I appreciate the fact that I am able to speak English and then use English for my work. So that's something I feel grateful for happening. And then I appreciate about my health. So I'm healthy. As I told you, that I have had clean bills of health for the 5 or 6 consecutive years, or actually all my life really. I have never had any problems in my medical checkups. So I'm 63 years old now, and I haven't had any issues so far. So I'm happy about my health condition. Also, I'm happy that I'm leading a healthy lifestyle. I'm practicing fasting, good diet, regular exercise, and all biohacking measures. I've been doing it, so I have a great willpower in that sense. I have ability to continue doing things that I want to do. So I feel grateful for that skill to practice what you want to practice. And then, usually up to that point I appreciate, and then if I want to appreciate anything else, it would be this one. the time is up now. Time is up. So I'm gonna stop and then switch to fast walking now. So it is the fast walking of the fourth set, right? Okay, so switch to fast walking. By the way, I once said doing IWT 4 days a week is kind of difficult to do. The idea of doing anything 4 days a week is a little confusing. I prefer doing 3 days a week or 5 days a week. So then it is easy to remember when to do it. Because if you do it 4 times a week, when do you do it? Do you do it Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday? Or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday? It's a little confusing. Then someone commented that there's a way to do it. So if you do it on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off, Thursday and Friday, so 4 days a week. So you have the Wednesday and the weekends off. Then it is very simple and easy to remember. Yeah, which is true. I think it's a good idea. So if you want to practice IWT 4 days a week, you can do it on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So yeah, that's one way of doing it. Alright, so time is up. Okay, so the fourth set is over now. And it's gonna be the fifth set, so the last set. So start from the slow walking. So just right, okay. So slow walking. Yeah, slow walking is much better, isn't it? It's a lot more relaxed, and then I can do this Shion Kansha meditation thing. Oh yeah, so I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, so once you've run out of all the topics, then you can just say anything that you feel grateful for happening in your life now. Like, yeah, I'm happy about my son who won the singing contest in the prefecture. Yeah, he belongs to the chorus, like a choir club in his junior high school, and so they won in the prefecture contest. Yeah, the contest in the prefecture and became number 1 in Shiga prefecture. So I'm happy about that. And it doesn't have to be any achievement. Like for example, it rained yesterday and it didn't rain for a long time. So I was very happy that it rained yesterday. So my soybeans in my garden, they were happy. Yeah, we had a really like a strange summer, you know, continued like sunny days for nearly like 3 weeks without any rain at all, and then it kind of rained just for 1 or 2 days, but then it continued, you know, being sunny for another week or 2 weeks and so on. And so generally speaking, in the last 2 months we haven't had much rain, so I was very happy that it did rain eventually. And also the weather is cooler now, and so I'm happy about this cool weather now. Oops, there was a bird. It's I think swan, very white color swan. And also yeah, pretty the scenery of this rice is ready to be harvested. It's a beautiful season. Yeah, I love both May and September because May is the rice planting season and then September is the rice harvest season. So both are very beautiful. Alright, so 3 minutes is over. So the second or the first walking of the 5th day. So this is going to be the last walk. So I'm going to switch my hand again. Okay, so I'm going to start and then the first walking. Okay, 3 minutes is over now. So I have completed the 5 sets of interval walking training. Yeah, so it was pretty good. I mean, I usually don't practice this because I usually go jogging. I usually go zone 2 jogging, or sometimes it's a slightly higher intensity like zone 3. And I do the about 45 minutes. But I usually kind of go to one spot and then I turn back. So on the way back, so it's on the way down is like slightly downhill, then on the way back is slightly uphill. So it's slightly harder on the way back. So I usually switch to interval walk jog. So I jog, no, I don't really count like 3 minutes, but I just jog for a while, then I switch to walking, then I switch to jogging, and then during the walking phase, I practice Shion Kansha meditation. I practice Shion Kansha meditation and then kind of future wishes. So I kind of visualize myself succeeding in the future. So I do that kind of that kind of meditation too. So, but I basically do the interval walk jog to practice those meditation actually. So I have done IWT before, but this was maybe the 5th or the 6th time that I've done. So I did it for the first time in a long time, and it was pretty good. I think it is in a way similar to doing regular jogging. It's the fast walking is quite intense. I mean, I was carrying this camera today, so it was a little different, but I think in some ways fast walking feels more intense than jogging. Maybe because I'm so used to jogging, but I'm not used to fast walking. Yeah, but so that means I think it should work. It definitely is good, and then but it's not too strenuous. I mean, compared to Norwegian 4x4, which I sometimes do with my cycling. Not exactly 4x4 though, because I don't do exactly 4 minutes, like roughly 4 minutes, and my intensity is not always zone 4 or zone 5. I mean, mostly zone 4, but never zone 5. But then compared to that, this is much easier, yet it is strenuous enough. So I think it's a great exercise for people over 60. I highly recommend this. And then the best way is not to time. I mean, today I used a timer because I want to measure exactly 3 minutes to show you. But if you do that several times, you know, like you know how long 3 minutes is roughly. I mean, you can kind of pinpoint by the location, like, you know, because that's what I usually do. So on the way back, I do walk, jog interval. So I usually do the okay, jog until the cornfield or jog until the soybean field. Because around here, there's rice field and soybean field and cornfield and different fields. So kind of easy to spot. So sometimes it's maybe 1 minute, or sometimes it's 2 minutes, or sometimes 5 minutes. You know, it changes a little bit, but I think that's probably easier way to practice, because carrying a timer is a little troublesome for one thing, but also, I don't know, counting, or is like looking at your timer saying, oh, is it already 30 minutes? It's a bit distracting from your free thought. As I said before, to, you know, practice your meditation, I think it's better to not have the like a limit. So in that sense, I think it is good to just roughly practice IWT, which you'll automatically be able to do it after trying several sessions. Right. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope you try practicing this IWT. And then make sure that you do dynamic stretching before doing that, and then start from the slow walking so that it becomes your warm-up. And then so it ends with your fast walking. So I think it's a good idea to go home with slow walking, so that becomes the kind of a, I don't know, what do you call, not the warm-up, but the ending the exercise. So yeah, I think it is always better to walk to end your exercise, because that's what I do when I go jogging. So the last 50 meters or so, I switch to walking when I walk back home. Right. Okay, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Hachiaki Takamiya, the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. What did you think of the scenery? And also, your experience of practicing IWT. If you have, please share your experience in the comment section below. Thank you. And as I said in the video, if you don't know much about Shinyon Kanshan meditation, I made another video about it, so which is this one.